Imagine holding a modern US coin that carries a story more powerful than its face value, a coin that represents heritage, innovation, American history, artistic excellence, and unexpected value all at once. Today, we bring viewers into the world of one such coin, the 2001 Sacagawea $1 coin with the mint mark D, a coin that often slips through circulation unnoticed but carries enormous collector interest, fascinating errors, rare varieties, and a deep history that makes it one of the most intriguing modern dollar coins ever created. And as the audience of Coins Numismatic Series already knows, every time we take a trip into the world of numismatics, one coin can change your understanding of the entire US Mint. So prepare for an exciting exploration, because the 2001 Sacagawea dollar is full of surprises. Let's begin. The year 2001 came right after the historic launch of the Sacagawea dollar series in 2000. After massive public campaigns, national advertising, and the instantly iconic Cheerios dollar promotional event of the previous year, the U.S. Mint hoped that the Sacagawea dollar would continue circulating widely. They envisioned it replacing the $1 bill over time. To support this vision, the Denver Mint, represented by the mint mark D, produced millions of Sacagawea dollars through 2001. But despite the Mint's hopes, the public still gravitated overwhelmingly toward the paper dollar bill. As a result, many of these 2001 Sacagawea dollars did not enter heavy circulation. Some were stored away, sealed in mint bags, placed in government rolls, or shipped directly to banks that rarely requested them. This unusual situation shaped the future availability of the coin, influencing its presence in the collector market today. The Sacagawea dollar was designed to replace the Susan B. Anthony coin, which had failed largely due to its similarity in size and color to the quarter. The Mint wanted something bold, a coin that would stand out instantly and visually capture the American public. This led to the creation of the golden-colored manganese brass-clad dollar with a smooth edge and a wider diameter. The design itself was chosen through a national competition, resulting in a groundbreaking new look for U.S. currency. The obverse of the Sacagawea dollar was created by sculptor Glenna Goodacker, who used a modern Shoshone College student named Randy L. Hidao Teton as the model for the portrait. The design depicts Sacagawea in a moment of soft determination, glancing over her shoulder as she carries her infant son, Jean-Baptiste. This portrayal humanized Sacagawea in a way no U.S. coin had ever done before, presenting her not only as a historical guide of the Lewis and Clark expedition but as a mother, a symbol of family, courage, and hope for the future. The inscriptions Liberty and In God We Trust accompany the portrait, while the date 2001 and the mint mark D appear beside the shoulder. Collectors often comment on the subtle details of this design, Sacagawea's braided hair, the texture of the blanket wrapped around her child, and the soft depth created in the eyes. Even examples in fine condition show enough of these features to maintain the emotional presence of the original artwork. This is one reason why circulated Sacagawea dollars remain appealing even when they aren't in high mint state grades. Now let's turn to the reverse side. Designed by Thomas D. Rogers Sr. The reverse features a soaring eagle in mid-flight, symbolizing peace, strength, and freedom. Surrounding the eagle are 17 stars, representing the number of states in the Union during the time of the Lewis and Clark expedition. The inscriptions United States of America and $1 complete the design. The reverse of the Sacagawea dollar has always been admired for its elegance, and even in fine condition, collectors can still appreciate the feather details, wing spread, and layout of the stars. Now, although the 2000 issue gets the most publicity because of the famous Cheerios dollar, the 2001 Sacagawea dollar has its own importance. It represents the continuation of the series at a moment when the U.S. Mint was still heavily invested in promoting the dollar coin. But something crucial happened in 2001 that would forever shape collector interest. The coin's circulation use plummeted. Banks requested fewer dollar coins, and the public showed little interest in adopting them for everyday currency. As a result, 2001 Sacagawea dollars, especially the Denver minted examples, often show less circulation wear overall than earlier issues, meaning many fine-condition pieces still retain a strong presence of their original golden luster. But even more interesting is the fact that 2001 Sacagawea dollars include multiple error types and striking anomalies, some extremely valuable and highly sought after by modern coin collectors. One category of errors includes off-center strikes, where the design appears shifted because the planchet was not correctly aligned in the collar. Even a moderate off-center strike can significantly increase value. Another category involves planchet flaws, like clipped planchets, lamination cracks, or incomplete metal layers where the outer cladding does not fully cover the copper core. These errors can be subtle in fine condition, but they attract strong collector interest because they demonstrate striking irregularities from the mint itself. Perhaps the most dramatic and valuable of all Sacagawea dollar errors is the wrong planchet strike. For example, some Sacagawea dollars from the early years of the series, including 2001, are known to have been struck on Susan B. Anthony dollar planchets or even on different denominations entirely. These wrong planchet errors can fetch hundreds to thousands of dollars depending on grade, weight, and metal composition. Another error type seen on 2000 and 2001 D issues is the die adjustment strike. This occurs when the striking pressure is set too low or too high, resulting in coins with weak details, unusually smooth surfaces, or distorted edges. Although many die adjustment strikes look worn, collectors can identify them based on how the details flatten unnaturally rather than through normal circulation wear. Even in fine condition, a 2001 D Sacagawea dollar with a dramatic error can be extremely valuable, which is why roll searching and coin sorting enthusiasts still look for these coins today. Now let's explore mintage. In 2001, the Denver Mint produced more than 63 million Sacagawea dollars. This number is significantly lower than the massive 2000 production run, which exceeded 500 million. This drop reflects the public's declining interest and the mint's recognition that dollar coins were not being widely used. For collectors, however, lower mintage often translates to greater long-term appeal. Because fewer were made and even fewer entered circulation, the 2001 D Sacagawea dollar holds a special place in the series, more available than rare early 20th century coins but scarce enough to draw attention among modern collectors. When we talk about fine condition, we're discussing a coin that has clearly circulated. Sacagawea's cheek, the baby's face, the eagle's breast feathers, and portions of the wings will show smoothness from use. These worn areas create the classic fine condition look, but importantly, the key details of the design remain visible. For many collectors, fine condition Sacagawea dollars are appealing because they carry the authentic marks of circulation without being too heavily damaged or corroded. They show that the coin lived a real life in commerce before becoming a part of someone's collection. Now, what about value? A regular 2001 D Sacagawea dollar in fine condition typically sells for a small premium above face value. However, the real value potential lies in the errors, varieties, and the growing collector interest in early-issue modern US dollars. Certain wrong metal errors can bring hundreds or thousands. Off-center strikes, broad strikes, double-struck coins, and dramatic planchet errors all command strong premiums. Coins with attractive original color or minimal discoloration also bring higher prices. Even though fine condition is not the top of the grading scale, collectors often value early series Sacagawea dollars simply because they represent a unique moment when the U.S. Mint attempted to reshape the American currency landscape. Inscriptions play a key role in the identity of the coin. On the obverse, we see Liberty, Indiana God We Trust, the date 2001, and the mint mark D. On the reverse, United States of America and $1 clearly define the denomination. These inscriptions remain legible even in fine condition, and they maintain the visual balance of the overall design. Collectors also appreciate mint mark distinctions, and Denver minted coins are often analyzed for die states, strike strength, luster remnants, and subtle signs of die deterioration. Because Denver typically strikes coins with high pressure and excellent detail, even circulated pieces can show surprising sharpness in certain areas, making them more visually appealing than some Philadelphia minted counterparts. Beyond numismatic appeal, the Sacagawea dollar carries cultural and historical importance. Sacagawea herself represents resilience, intelligence, and bravery. She helped Lewis and Clark communicate with nations across the American West, guided them through treacherous regions, and maintained peace in moments when diplomacy was crucial. Her image on the coin not only honors her story but also brings indigenous history into the mainstream of American currency. For many collectors, this cultural representation elevates the coin far beyond its metallic value. The 2001 D Sacagawea dollar also marks an important transition point. Beginning in 2009, the Sacagawea dollar series expanded into the Native American dollar program, introducing annually changing reverse designs that celebrated contributions made by Native American individuals and tribes. This makes early Sacagawea dollars, including the 2001 D issue, historically significant as the foundation of a long-running modern series. Collector interest in this coin continues to grow because modern dollar specialists recognize the unique role these coins play in U.S. minting history. They symbolize an era when the mint tried to bridge tradition and modernity, honoring Native American heritage while introducing a golden-colored coin that attempted to replace paper currency. While the broader public never fully adopted the dollar coin in circulation, collectors embraced it with enthusiasm, especially the first years of the series. Even in fine condition, the 2001 D Sacagawea dollar remains a collectible piece of modern history. It combines artistic beauty, fascinating minting background, cultural symbolism, potential errors, and a unique place within the broader narrative of American currency. Every fine-condition piece carries its own story, where it traveled, how it was used, and why it eventually ended up preserved by someone who recognized its appeal. For viewers of Coins Numismatic Series, understanding this coin in depth is essential. It may not be as immediately dramatic as the Cheerios dollar or as famous as the first year 2000 issue, but the 2001 D Sacagawea dollar holds its own power. It represents survival, change, symbolism, and the early stage of a series that continues today. And for collectors who enjoy searching rolls, exploring bank bags, or studying circulation finds, the possibility of uncovering an error makes every 2001 D Sacagawea dollar worth examining carefully. This coin proves once again that treasure doesn't always come in the form of 100-year-old silver or rare mint marks from the past. Sometimes, it comes in the form of a modern golden coin, minted barely 2 decades ago, carrying a story of heritage, hope, and hidden value. And that's why collectors continue to love the 2001 D Sacagawea $1 coin in fine condition, because it represents the magic of discovery that makes numismatics so addictive, so engaging, and so endlessly fascinating.